Hi, this is Janice Pope with Anything But Boring, and I'm going to demonstrate how to put together the 2 Hour Tulip Purse. Before I start, I should tell you that the 2 Hour Tulip comes in 4 sizes in one pattern. They're all available on my website, anythingbutboring.com. So let's get started. First, you're going to take your outer fabric. This is what the bag looks like. We're going to take your outer fabric and you're going to cut 4 pieces out of your template for the size you're using. Then you're going to cut 4 lining pieces out of the same template. Then you're going to cut 4 decor bond for the lining. That gets ironed onto the back of your lining. And then you're going to cut 2 fusible fleece to go on your outer fabric and iron those on. And then you're going to cut 2, I really like using something a little bit stiffer, like So Lazy's Stiffy Stuff. And that's what you put on the back of your other 2 outside fabrics. Next, we're going to make our pockets. Real easy pocket. So you're going to cut 2 5-inch squares, interface one with decor bond. You're going to sew on 3 sides, turn it right side out, and then you're going to place it onto one of your lining pieces, fold up the bottom where it's the raw edge here, and then stitch it down on 3 sides. And you're going to put it about 1.5 inches from the top and about 1.5 inches from the sides. The other pocket is an outside pocket. This is called the template pocket. So you're going to use the same template that you used to cut out the purse, but you fold down the edge on the dotted line, and that's going to be your template for the template pocket. So you'll cut one of those with your outer fabric. For the lining fabric, you can cut it bigger if you want it to show like this. So then you're going to put decor bond on the lining and then sew a straight seam with right sides together. When you're finished, you're going to open it up and press, and that's going to show that little edge of black at the top. So this is what it will look like. You'll now, once it's top stitched here, you'll then trim away the excess. You're going to lay that right over top of one of your outside pieces. That's the stiff piece. And then you're going to stitch all the way around these edges where they're overlapped. The last thing you're going to stitch is across the bottom edge, and I'll show that here. This will keep things in your pocket from going to the bottom, because that becomes the bottom of your bag. Now we're going to make our straps. This strap is very simple. So this strap is a 3/4 inch strap on this bag here. So you're going to make your fusible 1 1/2 inches, and then your fabric is going to be 1/2 inch on each side larger. So make it 2.5 to 3 inches wide. You're going to iron it down the center, fold in the edge and press, fold in this edge and press, fold it in half and press, and then you're going to stitch 1/8 inch on the open side first. I always come back and stitch on the opposite side as well. I used white thread so you could see it, but it looks more finished if you go ahead and stitch both sides the same 1/8 inch. Now we're going to make our flap. You can use a cord and ribbon or button to close these, or you can use a magnetic closure. So you're going to interface both sides, and then you're going to put your snap on. I have another video that is on my website under videos on anythingbutboring.com. It's very detailed on putting in one of these snaps. They're super easy. So then you're going to lay your right sides together, and you're going to stitch along this edge, leave the top open for turning. And before you turn it, go ahead and clip out the corner, the edge, the curved edge, and that will make it turn and look and press a lot easier. This is what it looks like when it's finished. And you're going to align the raw edges with the magnet showing. And your strap will go about 1/2 inch away from the 2 edges. And then I make this very sturdy by stitching it 3 or 4 times. Now you're ready to put it together. So you're going to have 4 outer pieces and 4 inner pieces. Make sure that you know which are your front and back. So your lining piece will be the piece with the pockets. So the front and the back may have pockets. So that's how you tell those. They'll be numbers 1 and 3. So you're going to line them up 1, 2, 3, 4, put 2 over 1, 4 over 3, and you're going to stitch on the right hand side. You're going to start stitching where there's a dot on the pattern. You'll be marking your the back side so you can see where to stitch, and you'll start stitching there and double stitch and stitch to the end, and you'll do that. And then it's time to put the 2 pieces together when you've made those 2 seams. And if you'll just take these and fold them in half to get them out of the way, then you can stitch the 2 open sides like this. Stitch it the same way. You can leave one side open for turning, or you can turn from the top, and I'll show you how to do that. So now you've sewn your 2 pieces. Here's your bag, and you've got your straps on opposite sides. And the lining piece we're going to turn inside out to put these together. This is called Make a Pizza. And then we're going to fold in the 2 sides. This helps it go down into the bag and line up nicely. So you'll have your 2 pockets showing, and you'll put them inside aligned with the straps. And then you just push it down and then pop it out. Then you'll line up these edges and use pins all the way around, and then stitch all the way around. If you've left the lining open, you can use that to turn it. You can also leave from this edge to this edge open and turn it right side out. Once you've turned it right side out, you'll put the lining inside, and this is what your bag will look like. So you'll have this on the inside, your pockets on the outside. You'll I call it fiddle with it in the pattern. You'll kind of work these 2 so that you do not see the lining, and it's top stitched along here, and that holds it all in place. So that's how you put it together. Again, it comes in 4 sizes. And just so you know, the quilt behind me is also a pattern on the website. It's called Streak of Lightning. Thanks for listening.